Hi, YouTube family. Patty Jackson, Auntie, is here. I'm your Auntie of Pop Culture. I go by the nickname Ginger, and we start off with a hug. So come on. How was your weekend? We have so much to cover just from some of the greats that we lost this weekend. But Jeannie Mai, real talk show host, she's engaged to Jeezy. She had to drop out of Dancing with the Stars. Apparently, she had to get emergency surgery for something with her throat. It's actually a rare condition, but a rather dangerous condition. And we send our prayers out to her. You know, she could have been she was getting it together each week. She was getting better with it. I think she could have almost gone the distance there, but Jeannie no longer on Dancing with the Stars. Tonight was supposed to be the double elimination, so now they'll only get rid of one. But Jeannie, who was hanging in there on Dancing with the Stars, had to drop out because of a condition with her throat. Mel B is broke. Mel B of the Spice Girls. She and Eddie Murphy share a 13-year daughter. When they were together, it was short lived, but they seemed like such a fun couple. Mel was getting $25,000 a month. So, what happened that she needs even more money? Mel B from the Spice Girls has fallen on hard times. And they're saying it's because even though she made a ton of money on that Spice Girls tour, it cost her a lot of money to get out of her latest marriage, and it cost her millions. And now she's kind of like at a broke point and she needs more money. Mel says she tried to work this out privately with Eddie Murphy, but he was probably like, I'm not hearing it. I'm really not trying to support your lifestyle. So now she's requested a January hearing for a judge to determine that Eddie Murphy needs to give her more money. And she wants all of his financial records revealed. Eddie does spend time with the daughter, and he's been with her a lot. And when Mel falls on hard times, the little girl Angel is with Eddie Murphy and his family. Angel is one of 10 kids by Eddie Murphy, and he takes being a dad pretty serious, that deadbeat thing. I know that when Mel B first got pregnant, he was like, it's not mine, it's not mine, it's not mine. And paternity came out, and it's like, oh, this is your kid. But Mel B wants more money from Eddie Murphy. Will she get it? And will his financial records be revealed? This is like really something, but she's getting 25. She says she wants more. Eddie Murphy and the crew, December is going to be huge because Coming to America 2 is going to be streaming on Amazon Prime starting on December 18th. Diana Ross is a grandmother again. Her son Evan and his wife Ashley Simpson Ross are the proud parents of a boy named Ziggy. And what's interesting about all of these kids, Diana Ross's grandkids, they all be like having her eyes. You see the glimpse of Diana Ross, but a little baby boy was born. Beyonce, she's on the latest edition of British Vogue. It's British Vogue. It's a great article. She said that she has a beehive for real. They say like Beyonce's got a beehive. She has a real live beehive that she takes care of because her children suffer from allergies, and I guess that pure honey is a great remedy. The pictures, I think they're sexy, but some people are saying that the pictures are a little racy. I know in one, she is wearing a custom crystal thong. I guess as long as it doesn't hurt, but Beyonce on the British cover of Vogue magazine. Dave Chappelle's coming to Saturday Night Live. He usually does the Saturday after an election, and Dave Chappelle is going to be hosting. We'll let you know about the musical guest when we hear about it. Not a good day for Johnny Depp. He lost that libel suit. He was trying to sue a London tabloid. London tabloid turned the tables, and they're like, You're the villain in your marriage to your ex, Amber Heard. It was nasty. It was ugly. There were all kinds of accusations from both sides, but a judge has ruled that Johnny Depp will not win this libel case. Let's talk about who we lost over the weekend. Sir Sean Connery, the actor who I thought was the greatest James Bond, was 90 years old, and at the time of his death, he was suffering from dementia. In addition to James Bond, he starred in a lot of movies. When he was with Kevin Costner in The Untouchables, so many just great movies, Indiana Jones. But Sean Connery was a good-looking man. That man was just incredibly gorgeous. He lived in the Bahamas, which I thought was fascinating because he was from Scotland. But Sean Connery passed over the weekend, as well as gospel great Rance Allen. Rance Allen was 70, and he was known as the father of contemporary gospel music. And so many of the newer artists really looked up to him and his style. Rance Allen headed up the Rance Allen Group. In addition to being a bishop, he was a singer, vocalist, guitarist, pianist, songwriter. Bishop Rance Allen did it all, and he was a great mentor for so many of today's contemporary gospel artists. But Bishop Rance Allen, he was just about to celebrate his 50th wedding anniversary with his wife, but he passed over the weekend as well. Another gospel artist is Kirk Franklin, who says his life story is coming. Kirk Franklin says he's ready to tell the story of his life, growing up in Texas, being adopted, being abandoned by his birth mother, finding success. Because when he came onto the scenes in the 90s, no one had ever seen anything like that. And it was like, who is this guy with this amazing energy? It's Kirk Franklin, who is 50 now. He wants to talk about his rise, the fame, the downsides of fame, holding on to his marriage, and just everything that you go through. There's a lot because, as I say, it's a business. It's a business, everybody. And because I remember when I first saw Kirk Franklin, and I said, ooh, that's a lot of people in that group. Ooh, there's a lot of people. Because you got to think, if you have big choirs, how do you really travel? Do you have to do everything by bus? Can you take everything with you? Because it's a lot of money with lodging and food, and how things are today. But Kirk Franklin has an interesting story, and he says it's going to happen. There will be a movie on Kirk Franklin and his life. I may or may not be here tomorrow. I think I am, because I'm going to go home and I'm going to prepare. Tomorrow being election day, we have a lot of things that we have to do, and reports we got to file, and just things like that. So don't be surprised, but we'll be coming back on Wednesday. But 9 times out of 10, I'll be here. It'll probably be quick. Today just seems so incredibly rushed for me because it's like a bunch of different things happening at one time. And you see me when I'm talking with my hands. That means all the energy that is coming out. If you like the channel, subscribe, hit the like button, leave a comment. You know that I saw it if I give you a heart. I'm Patty Jackson. I'm your auntie of pop culture. Thanks for joining me for today's entertainment update.